Bleach fans, we're now just a couple weeks away from Bleach Rebirth of Souls being in our hands. And just a few hours ago, we got the second opening for the game, this time for the Arrancar arc, and I gotta say, it was just so stunning. I literally watched it at least 4 times. The visuals, the artistic direction, the music, everything about it, the colors, the shots, like they recreated that one scene, I'll show you now, but everything about this was just stunning, and they just nailed it with this opening, man. Like, I will play it in the background, but it won't show the music, but I'll just play a little snippet of it for you right now with the music. Yeah, you probably saw a snippet now, and you saw what I saw, and you heard what I heard. It is just audibly and visually stunning. And I even saw people adding Persona music to it on Twitter. Maybe I'll play that now if I'm allowed to, I don't know. But yeah, everything about this was great, especially if you like those kind of openings from like Persona and Atlas games and all that. But I suppose more importantly, what I want to discuss while I break down this opening is the things that it kind of, I want to say, revealed or teased about the Arrancar arc, from characters we haven't seen yet, and whether they're playable or just story stuff. So first of all, I'll start with the big stuff, which I know you clicked this video for, and that is the characters that were revealed. And I say revealed, we don't know if they're going to be playable. Most likely most of them won't be, but the first one that I'm going to talk about has I'd say the best chance of being playable other than the Espada. We're going to talk about the Espada, don't worry. And that is ISSHIN, Ichigo's dad. Now, remember, this is for the Arrancar arc, and we know he has major fight scenes in this arc. Literally fights Aizen himself, shows off his moves and all that, and he's a Soul Reaper, you know, he's Ichigo's dad. He'll be a legit character in this game if he was playable. And it's also the manner in which they showed him, like just a back shot of him posed up like he's All Might or something, giving off main character vibes over here. Now the next one, I know some of you will think, and it's been said a lot already, many people think Orihime is already going to be playable, and we've seen her in the story already. We've seen her in the menu, the story stuff, the trailers, the openings. We've seen her we've seen her everywhere except as a playable character. And I'm not sure if this is an official statistic, but I swear she's like a playable character in every Bleach game, or at least most of them. If she's playable or not, like, I feel like we would have known by now. I don't see any reason why they would save her for last, but there is a chance that maybe in the final week before the game is given to us, that they will reveal multiple characters in one. Like Sparking Zero did that, other games do that. I think Marvel Rivals did that. Maybe they'll do that, you know, maybe they'll reveal a bunch of Espada, ISSHIN and Orihime all at once. We'll see. But even if she's not playable, she'll obviously be a major faction story, especially the Arrancar arc. You know, we're literally trying to rescue her. I don't think she'll fight, but I mean, she'll have cutscenes and stuff like that. And maybe she'll be playable. I'm not saying she definitely won't be. And we did get a cool shot of Zangetsu and Hollow Ichigo, which was cool. Or White, I mean. And once again, I want to emphasize the cinematics of this, the stylishness was just incredible. Like the scene of the whole crew that was in Hueco Mundo, where they're all splitting up, looked incredible. And you can see Neliel in her kid form and her 2 Arrancar friends. Oh, I don't think they were called Arrancar. You know those 2 friends of hers, the goofy guys. Now this is where it gets interesting. So there's 2 very famous images that were recreated. Now the first one, not so important, but just gorgeous. Like this literally looks like a wallpaper, and that's this shot of the captains and some of the lieutenants posed up in the sky, you know, with the blue cloudy background. Perfectly recreated that original image. I think it was in the anime too, but I don't think they've topped this shot of it, you know, from this opening. Literally looks like a wallpaper here. Now the next one is for the Espada, the other famous image, you know, where it's like a collage of them. And this is where it gets really interesting, because any of these can be playable. I mean, most of them are already playable, you know, Ukiura, Grimmjow, all those guys, Haribel, they're all playable. But keep in mind, they haven't revealed Yami, Baragan, who we thought we were going to get this week, and now everyone thinks we're going to get him next week. Those 2 haven't been announced yet. And there's also, I hope I pronounced this correctly, Aroniero, who would be a major part of Rukia's story arc, you know. And don't forget, we're getting like the side, or I guess secret battles for each character, and there's no way they don't make Aroniero part of Rukia's story missions, you know? Because unless I'm complicating him with someone else, he takes the form of Kaien, which is obviously a huge part of Rukia's like character development and whatnot, overcoming her past trauma. And of course, how can we forget, Byakuya did fight Zomari, or Zomari, however you pronounce that, and we see him here as well. And if they're gonna do story missions for Byakuya, we could easily see that as one of his ones. I know he has plenty of fights in the series, but that's a big one, you know. It's literally against an Espada, and they're showing him off here, you know. Like I said, any Espada could be playable. And I think Baragan, unless he's just a story boss mode, a story boss fight, he could easily be playable, you know. Most people are expecting him next week, let's be honest. Now, I've seen a lot of people online discussing this and saying it's either they've basically confirmed Yami and Baragan, which is, I mean, debatable about Yami and I guess Baragan too, but at the very least people are saying this means they'll all be like at least story bosses or something, which is okay. I mean, maybe the devs think some of the characters wouldn't have unique movesets, because keep in mind, all of the characters in the game so far have very like distinct movesets. Maybe there's some similarities here and there, but they all have like legit movesets, the legit kits in the game, and I don't know what their kits would be. But yeah, then we go into another shot. Now this character won't be playable. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't think he'll be playable, and that is TENSA ZANGETSU. And as incredible as he looks, he isn't like, I mean, I know he does technically fight, but you know, he's not the type to be a playable character. But I'm very happy that he will be in the story mode. Well, I'm assuming he will be based on this, and that's very important. It's a huge scene for Ichigo and for the series in general, and it will just be cool. Maybe we can fight him, or maybe we just have to interact with him. It could be like a quick time event or something. That could be cool, you know, as long as his model's in the game and he's a part of like a legit cutscene. That's okay. Gameplay, we'll see. And I do believe that's everything we got in terms of like characters we haven't seen before yet, or characters we don't know much about, Orihime for example. But even regardless of those, if we never got those characters shown in this opening, I almost said trailer for a second there, in this opening, oh, this whole opening is just so gorgeous. I'm gonna rewatch it again after this, I'm not gonna lie, it is just incredible. And I'm just so excited for, you know, to play this game, to make content on it, to do tournaments, play it online, the story mode, the side quests, the secret quests, whatever they're called. I'm just so excited, bro. I hope this turns into a series of games, you know. I did a video on this already. I think we'll get a Rebirth of Souls 2 as long as this game sells well. And come on, man, look at the hype online. It's the first Bleach game in 12, 13 years, maybe more. It's gonna sell well. I'll be shocked if this game doesn't sell at least 2 million in a reasonable amount of time, and it could easily top that. I mean, look how well the My Hero games sell, you know. But with that said, let me know what you thought about this opening, and with the stuff that they snuck in, like those characters, the Espada, ISSHIN, if you think they'll be playable, just interactions in the story mode, or just cutscenes alone. Let me know what you think, and also drop your predictions for the last few characters. My guess is Baragan, Dangai Ichigo, and if there is another one, then I'd say Yumichika, and we'll see about Yami. He'll at least be a boss fight in the game. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. Let me know your thoughts, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subs as soon as possible now, because I just recently hit 1,000, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you guys for sticking with me if you're not new here. If you are new here, then why the hell aren't you subbed yet? Especially if you're watching this far, you might as well subscribe to me. I'm gonna come up on your YouTube homepage, you already know it. So subscribe, like the video, it helps me a lot. And yeah, I've been your boy Kaizen. Check out my other videos on screen now. I do videos on anime games like Rebirth of Souls and Sparking Zero. Follow me on Twitter in the description below. I yap a lot on there about anime, games, and everything in between. But with that said, I've been your boy Kaizen, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.